Hi, welcome back or welcome if you're new. Today's video is a simple but strong Hatha flow practice. So when you're ready, pop something comfortable to move in on and come join me on the mat. Great, so we're going to start this practice lying down. So if you bring yourself down to lying when you're ready, just lying however's comfortable, whether that's knees bent or legs lengthened away. Hands could rest on your center or they could be out to the sides. And just take a moment letting the eyes gently close. Tuning in and noticing how you're feeling within yourself. No judgment, no expectation, just awareness of how you feel in this moment. Let the awareness settle onto the breath and follow the flow of breath in and out of the body. Deepen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Noticing how the center expands with the inhale and settles with the exhale. And throughout the practice, as best as you can, try to maintain this breath slow and steady. There will be times when naturally the breath starts to speed up. You might even find yourself holding your breath as you concentrate. That's normal and natural. But as often as you can, notice that happening and then try to return to this slow, steady breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then when you're ready, moving gently, we're going to draw the right knee in, clasping around the knee, hug the thigh in towards the body. One left leg could be bent, or you could lengthen the left leg away along the mat. Arpanasana. If you like, giving that right ankle a bit of a circle one way, and then back the other way. Great. And then resting the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left hip, we're going to take the right knee out in circles, opening up through the hip. So those circles can be as big or as little as you like. Try and keep the left hip fairly still. We'll take the circles in the opposite direction. Great. And then draw that leg back to center. We're going to come into a half happy baby pose. So holding on to foot or ankle, sole of the foot towards the ceiling, knee down towards the armpit. It can really help with half happy baby to have the opposite leg bent. That just helps tilt the pelvis back so you can ease into the stretch. However, once you're there, if you want to try, you can then lengthen the leg away again. And just see how that alters the pose. If when it lengthens away you find it really hard to hold onto the leg, stay with it bent or somewhere in between. Lovely. And we're going to release that foot. Interlace the fingers around the back of the right thigh, send the right foot up towards the ceiling. We're just going to point the toes away and then flex the foot, drawing the toes towards the shin. So pointing the toes away, and then draw the toes towards you. Great. You can always slide the hands up the leg a bit if you want to draw the leg a little closer in. Fab. And then we're going to bend that right knee in again. Have the left leg lengthened away. Right foot rests on top of the left thigh. Left hand to the outside of the knee. Draw the knee across the body, twisting through the spine. Right arm can go out at shoulder height and maybe looking over the right shoulder. And come back through center and into a reclining tree. So let the knee roll out to the side, right foot resting on the inside of the left leg. Hands could be on your center. Excuse me. Out to the sides, or you could take the arms up and overhead, either stretched away or holding onto opposite elbows. We'll take one more breath here. And draw the right knee back to center. Either have the right foot on the mat or lengthen it away and draw the left leg in. Hugging that left knee in towards the body. If you like, give the ankle a nice circle one way. And then back the other way. Great. And then left hand resting on the left knee, right hand on the right hip. We're taking that left knee out in circles, opening out through the hip. Again, they can be as big or as little as you like, but try and keep the right hip relatively still. We'll take the circles in the opposite direction. The knee back to center, half happy baby, holding onto foot or ankle. Sole of the foot up towards the ceiling, knee down towards the armpit. Remember, you can always have the opposite leg bent or somewhere in between lengthened and bent. We'll release the foot, interlace the fingers around the back of the thigh, send the foot up towards the ceiling. We're pointing the toes away, and then flex the foot, draw the toes towards you. And just continue like that, pointing away, and then flexing the foot. If you like, remember you can always slide the hands up the leg to help draw the leg a little closer in. Wonderful. And then we'll bend that knee, rest the foot on top of the left thigh. No, on top of the right thigh. rights and lefts, honestly. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Draw the knee across the body. Left arm out at shoulder height, looking over that left shoulder. Then we'll inhale back through center, reclining tree, let the knee roll out to the side, open out through the hip, hands resting on your center, out to the side, so you can take the arms up and overhead. We'll take one more breath here. And then draw the knee back to center. Great, we'll bring both knees in, hug the knees in towards you, give the spine a bit of a rock. Great, then we'll rock up towards sitting. And either spin the feet round or cross at the ankles and roll through, coming into tabletop position. I'm going to shuffle back on my mat. So coming to tabletop for cat-cow. Our inhale is looking up, send the heart forward, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back, belly button towards the spine. So the inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding. Just do a few more like this. So as you inhale, think about drawing the shoulder blades together, open through the chest. As you exhale and round, open out through the shoulder blades, press up away from the mat. Great. Paying attention to your pelvis, the inhale, tailbone heads up towards the ceiling, belly goes down towards the mat. As you exhale, tailbone tucks under, belly button reaches up towards the spine. Great, we'll just do one more. Fab. Then we'll come to a nice neutral spine. And we're just going to ease the weight in circles around the hands. Nice steady circles around the hands, working into the wrists. And then we'll take the circles in the opposite direction. Fab. Then back to center. We're going to take the weight into the right hand and just flip the left hand over so the palm faces up towards you, fingers facing towards the body. We're not pressing into that hand. The weight is just there to help, can't get my words out, to help the stretch along. Most of our weight is going through the right hand. Right. Then we'll pop the left hand down, flip the right hand over again, palm facing up towards you. Find that stretch into the wrist and the forearm. Lovely. Then we'll place that hand back down, coming into puppy dog pose. Keep the hips above the knees, walk the hands forward and lower the chest towards the mat. Think about sending the tailbone towards the ceiling like we would with downward facing dog. You should feel a good stretch into your shoulders. Wonderful. Then walk the hands back in towards you a little. Sit back towards the heels, ancestral worship. Hands stretched out in front. Sitting the hips back towards the heels. Have a little rest back for a moment. Then we'll inhale, bring the weight forwards towards the hands. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, down dog. To take a moment, settle the body into down dog. You can always give the heels a bit of a walk, shake the head, nod the head, ease into the pose. Remember with down dog, we don't need to worry about the heels getting to the mat, think more about that length through the spine. And when you feel ready, we're going to send the right leg up into the air. It doesn't need to go high, but try and lengthen through the leg. Then with an inhale, our weight's coming forwards towards plank, drawing that right knee in with us. We're going to turn towards the left, if you can, lifting the left hand up, coming to a side plank with that right leg lifted. If you want to make it a little bit extra spicy, sending the right foot out in front. Keep breathing. Great. Keep the right foot lifted. We're going to bend the right knee in. Left hand down. Pivot all the way around on the left foot. Coming into a plank tree. So the right foot is resting on the left leg. Knee heading up towards the ceiling. Right hand lifts. Fab. We'll pop the right hand down. Come back through center. Step the right foot forward. Left knee down into your lunge. Well done. Reach the arms up. Think about a little tuck of the tailbone. We're going into a side stretch. Right hand onto the right hip. Left arm reaching up and over. Find that stretch all through the left side of the body. Great. Back to center. Hands to prayer. We're tucking the back toes. Lift the back knee, come up to a high lunge. From here, lift the hips, open out to the side, goddess pose. Fab. Are we still breathing? We'll lift the hips back up, turn back towards the top, high lunge. Fab. From here, we're going to press through the back foot, try and keep that left foot lifted as you bring it through, coming up to standing, drawing the left knee out in front. Standing up nice and tall, find that balance. Brilliant. Pop the foot down onto the mat, feet hip distance apart, bend into the knees, coming down into chair. In chair, we'll see if we can lift the heels. Keep that balance. Great, lower the heels down. Keep the bend in the knees as you step back with the left foot. Left hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Reach up with the right hand, coming into a twist. Fab, lounge lizard. Right hand resting on the right knee. Left hand ahead of the right toes. Turn the right toes out. Left hip coming down towards the mat. Roll onto the outside edge of that left foot. Inhale, back to center. Hands frame the front foot. And step back. Downward facing dog. Great. Take a moment. Let the breath settle. Let the body settle here. If you find down dog isn't very restful right now, feel free to go into child's pose for a few breaths. Great. Then whenever you feel ready, returning to down dog if you're in child's, and we're going to go into a three-legged dog. Send the left foot up towards the ceiling. And our inhale brings that knee in, coming into plank. So we're turning towards our right. Keep that left knee lifted. Right hand reaches up if you like. If we feel good, send that left foot out in front. My wardrobe is in the way. Great, bend the left knee in. Keep the foot lifted. Right hand down, turning all the way around, coming into a plank tree. So knee heading up towards the ceiling. Keep trying to press up away from the mat, lift the hips. Well done. Pop the hand down, come back to center. Step the left foot through, back knee down, reach the arms up. Tuck the hip slightly, left hand onto the left hip, right arm up and over. Find the stretch through the side of the body. Inhale back to center, hands down to prayer, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, high lunge. Great, lift up through the hips. We're turning over our right shoulder into goddess. Keep pressing the knees back. Inhale, lift the hips. Turning back towards the top of the mat, high lunge. Push through that back toe. And then we're going to push through the back foot. Bring the body forwards, drawing the right knee through with us. Well done. Stand up nice and tall. Find that balance. Great. We'll pop the right foot down, bend into the knees, chair. See if you can lift the heels. Great. Pop the heels down, keep that bend in the knees as you step back with the right foot. Left hand reaches up. Right hand on the inside of the left foot. Lunge twist. Fantastic. Lounge lizard. Left hand on the left knee. Right hand ahead of the left toes. Turn the foot out. Roll onto the outside edge of that right foot. Lower the right hip towards the mat. Great. We'll inhale back to center. Well done. Step back, down dog. Nice steady breath here. You've done it. Told you it was simple but strong. Don't know about you, but I'm thoroughly out of breath. Nice and warm as well. Fab. We'll pop the knees down, sit back to the heels, ancestral worship. Take a moment, let the breath settle, let the heart rate settle. From here, we're just going to walk the hands over towards the right, finding that stretch through the left side of the body. Great. Walk the hands back through center, over to the left, finding the stretch through the right side of the body. Walk the hands back to center, and walking the hands in towards you. Coming up to kneeling, hands resting on the legs. We'll just do some spinal flexes. So with your inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back, belly button towards the spine. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. And just doing a few more like this. Wonderful. Let this be your last one. And then coming back to center, we'll spin the feet round. Bring yourself down to lying on your back. From here, we'll just finish with a reclining cobbler. Soles of the feet together, let the knees roll out. Hands could be on your center, out to the sides, or it can be really good to take them up and overhead, taking hold of opposite elbows. This is sometimes referred to as the long expansion pose. So it helps us to breathe fully. So as you lie here, let the eyes gently close. Tune into the breath. Spend a moment maybe just recalling how you felt through that practice. Maybe there were elements of challenge where you thought, how on earth am I doing this? Maybe it all felt really good and you felt super strong. Maybe there were transitions you thought could take some working on, some awareness. Try not to judge or analyze. But just recall the practice and how you felt throughout the practice. And allow that to feed the knowledge of who you are with information. A big part of our yoga practice is information gathering. Whether it's physical, noticing where there's tension or tightness, where there isn't strength, where we hope there will be strength, where there is strength and we're so chuffed with that strength and our ability to move in a way that feels good. It's also getting information about how we interact with the practice, how we react to our body. How do we feel emotionally? How do we feel mentally? Is the mind still chattering away as we practice? Or does it start to quiet down as we're distracted by the physical movements and the breath? Again, without judgment. However we are in this moment is exactly right. Allow it to be what it is. No force, no pressure to be different. Just allow yourself to be as you are in this moment. then if you have time, maybe staying here for a little longer, going into a meditation. But if this is all you have time for today, nice and gently pop the hands underneath the legs to help support the knees back in towards each other. Give the knees a nice hug in and give the spine a rock. Then however's best for you, coming up to sitting. Bringing yourself fully back into the room. Great. Well, I hope you enjoyed that practice. Let me know how you got on. Let me know if you were as out of breath as I was by the end of that. Talking and trying to do side planks is definitely a challenge. And I'll hopefully see you here again soon. Om Shanti.